Is my system underpowered? This question comes to us from Kevin in Monroe, Louisiana. Kevin writes, I recently moved from an apartment into a house, congratulations, with a listening area that's roughly double the size of my previous listening space. Yes, sir. It's got higher ceilings, bigger space by double, and I really enjoyed my system in the apartment space, but now in the larger house, excuse me, it's much less engaging as far as soundstage separation and low end. I have a 10-watt Class A tube amp with KT150s driving 88 dB efficient loudspeakers, and I get the feeling that the system is underpowered with the larger space. And I think your feeling is right. I really do. And before we get going, I got a comment that won't matter a whole lot to Ohm's Law listeners, but it will to the YouTube guys, that I don't look at the camera enough. Somebody said, you look kind of sneaky because you're always looking away. Well, there you go. You know what? I will do my best to keep looking at the camera, but I honestly, it's hard because I get into a zone where I feel like I'm talking to you specifically. I mean, I picture somebody out there, and every time I look at the camera, it destroys my picture of my mythical listener. So I will do my best to change my habits. I really will. But no guarantees, because you know what? I'm just an old guy. Anyway, and I don't want to use that. I just had my birthday a while ago, so I don't want to use that excuse. But Kevin, yeah, 10 watts. First off, 88 dB speakers. Man, that's definitely not enough power for 88 dB speakers, even in a small room. And I know you were enjoying it. And I also know that 10-watt speakers can easily be overdriven far beyond their output capability without really too much trouble, without too much distortion and clipping, because with those big KT150s, with the way that tube amplifiers work, even if you overmodulate them and distort them, it doesn't sound like hard clipping that you might have from a solid state amplifier, which is a lot harsher. So you can get away with it in tube amplifiers where you can't so much in solid state. So if you're going to go tube and small, you're probably okay getting more than you would expect out of such a small amplifier. That said, I don't think I would have a speaker with anything less than 93, 94, 95, somewhere in that area, in order to get the appropriate dynamic contrasts and volume level that you're going to want to get out of a system. So yeah, you need either a bigger amplifier, and if you're in love with that amplifier, then get yourself some higher efficiency loudspeakers, again around 95 dB or so. I think that's going to be your best bet. And you have a wonderful opportunity. You got a big room with tall ceilings. There's nothing better than to be able to have that much space in which to play our stereo systems, because then we get the most out of them. And that's really where we want to go. So fix that up and you'll be all right. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate the question.